Well, hello. I was asked to give some thoughts and predictions for 2021 as we're kind of knocking on the door of it now. And I was asked to try and keep it positive, so I'll do my best. First one is that I predict a Brexit bounceback. A renaissance of British industry, and that will thrive in whatever market and whatever rules that are laid down for us. We're a kind of resilient and resourceful people, and I look forward to kind of seeing many tales of business success, because of or despite of, depending on your political leaning, Brexit. It'd be good to get it behind us. Second one was that it's going to be the year of the vaccine, obviously, year of recovering our freedoms, and hopefully people use that freedom wisely. But it's going to be good to see people unlocked from their prisons and free to do the stuff that they've looked forward to and kind of sort of missed doing largely in 2020. I see a time point 3 for the reinvention of town centres need to be reimagined, re-engineered. As retails as we know it has collapsed. Maybe that's an opportunity to kind of just redevelop and build back better in terms of town centres and solve the housing crisis, and definitely opportunities there. Work from home. New phrase coined for 2020 is certainly going to be here to stay. I think going from 2021, people don't want to go back to how it was before in the employment market, and it's meaning a changed landscape basically in terms of the employment market, and companies can look for the best person in the UK or best person in the world rather than the best person who's just around the corner now, and people are not restricted to looking for employment within their catchment area anymore. They can apply to jobs if they're remote ones wherever they may be, and on a related note, people can choose to live where they want to live. That it might be rural rather than in town centres. It might be in another country. It might be off the grid. If you can put your Wi-Fi on and get the job done, then that's the new normal, as they say. There will still be more redundancies and unemployment to come, but the silver lining on that is that there's going to be lots of retraining, lots of new careers being started, lots of new startups, people realizing they're a potential entrepreneur or business owner, and it's going to be interesting to see some of those success stories. I thought about sustainability. That seems to be mainstream now in terms of people's priorities, and we're going to see loads of renewable energy projects. We're going to see, I think, accelerated progress towards these carbon zero targets, and I look forward to the partaking more in the green economy and different lifestyle and food choices and so on. It's good to see that evolution, if you like, maybe kind of increasing in pace for a revolution as well, and it'd be good for Michael Attenborough. David? Who's Michael Attenborough? Good for David Attenborough to see that within his lifetime for sure. I think in general, and I think we're seeing as well for going forward, an attitude of gratitude. So people who've lost their kind of freedom and liberty, and some of their favourite things in 2020 are hopefully going to be more grateful for them in 2021 and behind and beyond. Although sometimes people have got a short memory, right? So I'm hoping that the attitude of gratitude is one that sticks. There's going to be lots of opportunities for individuals and for businesses in general. In fact, the Japanese symbol for a crisis is two things: it's danger and opportunity. And as we reset and as the upswing comes in the general economy, there's going to be opportunities that I want to take advantage of, and I hope that you can spot them and chase them and make the most of them as well. There's been a kind of a humanity movement, if I can describe it in that way, last year, which I think is again going to be kind of taken more to heart and kind of carried forward. And with the Me Too movement and Black Lives Matter, people don't necessarily want to accept the the old logic that there's always going to be oppression just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. So hopefully there's a systemic lasting change going on in terms of loving your neighbour, so to speak, and respecting people irrespective of different backgrounds and beliefs, etc. And lastly, just that I think and hope that there's going to be recovery, there's going to be kind of healing from the trauma of 2020, that people will come back and move forwards older and wiser. Feels like 10 years older, I must admit, but certainly I hope that we take our kind of newfound and hard-earned wisdom and use that to make great choices for ourselves and our families and our communities and our businesses going forward. So wish you all the best with 2021. Hopefully these positive predictions come to pass, and look forward to reviewing it again next year. All the best.